Welcome back, designers, to Silvia Designs. I'm Kat, and today we are talking about oval jump rings versus circular jump rings. Now, you might be asking yourself, what's the difference? Why should I care? And what does it really matter? Well, this video is for you. Stick around. On my table, I have a few of my designs, and I'm going to walk you through each design and explain why I chose the jump ring that I did, and hopefully this will help you when you're choosing the right jump ring for your design. But before I get into that, I just want to point out that I do have oval jump rings and circular jump rings on my table here, but I also have kind of a wild card. Now this little guy down here, this is a split ring. Now it kind of looks similar to what you would expect on a keychain, but these are actually really useful in jewelry design as well. However, I'm not going to cover this in this video, but if you guys want to see a video all about split rings, please comment below, just say split rings, and I'll know that you guys want this video. All right, but for now, we're just going to set this little guy aside and worry about him another day. The first design I want to talk about today is this chain bracelet. Now this is a very simple design, but I want to draw your attention to the clasp portion here at the back. One of the things that I always look at is the chain that I'm using for that design. Now in this one, I'm using a lovely Rolo chain. And what is great about this is that I was able to find a jump ring. Now this is a 5mm 18 gauge jump ring that looks like one of the links of the chain. But because this chain has links that I would have to cut, I needed to use a jump ring to attach that clasp at the back. Now, like I said, it's 18 gauge, so I went as thick as I possibly could to match that chain while still fitting in the little loop end of that lobster clasp there. Now, I did add one on this side to give it a little symmetry, but I wanted this whole thing to look nice and seamless. So down here at the bottom, I was able to use the same size to attach this charm. But guys, there is no reason, there's no rule saying that you have to use the same size jump ring all throughout your design. So if your charm needs something a little bit different, feel free to use that. Now, like I said, I got lucky, so I was able to use 3 jump rings in this design, 2 for the clasp and 1 for the charm down there. Okay, so that is one design. And before I move on to the next design here using oval jump rings, I want to point out the different gauges here that I have. So this silver one and this gold one, these are 5mm 20 gauge, which is going to be your typical size. It's probably going to be your most used size, but in that bracelet, here is that 518. Now you're looking at that side by side and it just seems just a hair thicker, and that's truly all it is. So as you're creating these designs, feel free, like you can experiment. So add this one, see how it looks, add that one, see how it looks, and then make your decision. Don't feel like you have to choose the first thing that you work with. Moving on to this earring, I want to show you on the side profile there that this finished chain that I'm working with has, you guessed it, oval jump rings. So when it came time to attach my earring post to the top, I wanted to use an oval jump ring. But look really, really close there and you'll be able to see that the oval jump ring is a little bit bigger and a little bit thicker. And the reason I wanted to do that is because this is a little bit of a heavier gemstone here at the bottom. And I've, made this a little bit of a longer chain. I wanted a nice dangly pair of earrings. So I wanted that extra little strength right up there at the top. So I didn't want to use something that was going to be too flimsy. So because it's going to be an open jump ring, you can see it has that little seam there towards the back. I wanted to use something a little bit thicker that would give it the weight and the strength to hold that up. I want to take a second so you can see an oval jump ring really up close. Now I've already pre-opened this one with my pliers, but as you can see, oval jump rings will typically be cut so you'll have that opening on the longer side of the oval. And the good thing about this is that it allows you to do something like I'm about to show you here. Now in this design, again, a circular jump ring would work. However, when you look at the side profile, you'll see that that little jump ring seam right next to my thumbnail there is on the back of the design. So when you look at it from the front, you don't have to worry about it flipping around because the weight of that little charm at the bottom is going to pull it down so it won't be flipping around as you wear it. Now, That might not bother a lot of people, but if there's an opportunity to make your customer happy and have the jewelry that they wear always facing the right way, I say go for it. So that's another little tip there to use that oval jump ring. Now the other cool thing, and let me kind of show you a little up close there, is that this oval jump ring has a little bit of texture to it. So we can use that as a design element as we design as well. You have a lot of options as a designer, and I want you to even think about the small details like choosing your jump rings. So please, please, please experiment with oval jump rings. I think you might find them really handy in certain designs. Thanks for watching, designers. Now you've made it to the end of the video, so I want you to answer a very fun question for me in the comments below. Answer, I'm a silver or I'm a gold, and then insert your design spirit animal at the end. So let me know what you are, or try to guess what I am. And be sure to like and subscribe so you can see my new videos every single week. See you in the next video.